So in this video, I want us to revise the last year Kcse Mathematics Paper 1. If you look at what we have is a Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, that is a Kcse Paper 1. And I want us to start with the question number 1, which tells us that we are told, without using mathematical tables or a calculator, evaluate 0.13 multiplied by 0.3 minus 0.03 divided by 0.09. So let us do that. We have 0.13 multiplied by 0.3 minus 0.003, all of these divided by 0.09. So the first thing that we're supposed to do, it is to multiply according to the laws of Bottomless. So we multiply 0.13 multiplied by 0.3. So to make it easy for us, we take the whole numbers, then we count the number of decimal points. We have 1, 2, 3. So we take 13 multiplied by 3, which gives us 39. Then remember the number of decimal points that we end, it is 3. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. So we'll have 0.039. So let us now replace all of this with 0.039. So we have 0.0. We have 0.039 minus 0.003 divided by 0.09. So again, we subtract what we have here. We're also going to subtract what we have. So 0.039 minus 0.003. This one will give us 6, 3, 0.0. So this one will be 0.036 divided by 0.09. So we need to make the numbers that we have in this case whole numbers. So how can we make our numerator to be our whole number? We can do that by multiplying by 1000. So what we do on the numerator, we do it also on the denominator. So we multiply by 1000. This one is going to give us 36 divided by 9 multiplied by 10. So we can now cancel by 3. This one gives us 3. By 3, this one gives us 12. So we can also still cancel by 3, 1, by 3, 4. So we are going to have 4 divided by 10, which gives us 0.4. And this is the final answer. Let us look at the other question. That is question number 2. We are told to simplify the expression where we are given 4x squared minus 9 divided by 2x squared plus x minus 6. So if you look at the number that we have here, this one is a product of 2 squares. So we can write, instead of writing 4x squared minus 9, you can have it as 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. If you open the bracket, you will go back to what we had initially. So all of this divided by 2x squared plus x minus 6. Again, if you look at what we have here, this one is a quadratic equation. So what we need to do, we want to look for two numbers which will give us the product of A, C. In our case, A is 2 and C is negative 6. So it is 2 multiplied by negative 6, which gives us negative 12. It gives us negative 12. So we need to look for two numbers which when we multiply the two of them, we get negative 12. Again, the two numbers, when we add them, that is the sum of the two numbers is supposed to give us the value of B. The value of B in our equation, it is positive 1. So we need to look for two numbers. When we multiply them, we get negative 12. And when we add the two numbers, we get positive 1. So these two numbers are negative 4 and 3. If you multiply negative 4 and 3, no, this one is supposed to be not negative 4, it's supposed to be negative 3. It is negative 3 multiplied by 4. This one gives us negative 12. And when we add negative 3 and 4, we get positive 1. So with that knowledge, now let us go back to what we are supposed to do. So we are going now to write it 2x plus 3, then 2x minus 3 divided by. So instead of writing this quadratic equation, we are going to write it as 2x squared plus 4x plus 4x x minus 3x minus 6. So we can simplify what we have here so that we are going to have it as, let us write our numerator the way it is. So our denominator will be what is common in between here, between 2x squared and 4x, it is 2x. Then if you do that, we are going to remain with x plus 2, then minus, what is common between negative 3x and negative 6, it is 3. So we have negative, 3 x plus 2. So we are going to write our numerator the way it is, plus 3 2x minus 3 divided by, so this and this is common or similar, so we just pick one. So we are going to have 2x minus 3 x plus 2. So if you look at our numerator and denominator, there is something that is common. So 2x minus 3 is common. So we cancel them out. We are going to have to remain with 2x plus 3 divided by x plus 2. And this is the final answer for this question. Let us look at the question number 3. We are told a straight line L1 whose equation is y is equals to 2 minus a third x meet y axis at the point Q. Again, we are told another a straight line L2 is perpendicular to L1 at point Q. Then now we are required to find the equation of L2 in the form of y is equals to mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So we have the first equation, which is y is equals to 2 minus 1 over 3 x. So we are told that the two lines are perpendicular. So what we know about the perpendicular lines is that the gradient of m1 multiplied by the gradient of m2 is supposed to give us -1. So from the equation that we have here, we need to rearrange it so that our y will be equal to -1 over 3x plus 2. So that this number here becomes our gradient for the L1. So the gradient for the L1, which is now in our case negative that, multiplied by the gradient of L2 is supposed to give us -1. So we multiply by the reciprocal, that is -3 over 1, multiplied by -3 over 1. So this and this cancels out, so that we are going to have m2 will be equal to 1 and 1, they cancel out, negative multiplied by negative, it gives us positive. So our m2 will be positive 3. So with the gradient, we know that we are told this line meets y at this point at Q, and it is meeting y-axis. So we know that when we want to get the y-intercept, the x is always 0. So y would be equal to 2 multiplied by, not multiplied, it is minus 1 over 3. Remember, in our case, our value of x is 0. So this becomes 0. So you'll have y is equals to 2. So we have the value of y. We have the gradient. So what we don't have is now the value of the c, that is the constant of this equation. So y will be equal to, remember we got the ingredient as 3, so will be 3x plus c. Already we know the value of y at this point Q, so it will be 2 is equals to 3x plus c. So we'll have, again we know the value of x at this point, the x is 0, so we'll have 2 is equals to 3 multiplied by 0 plus c. So 2 will be equal to 0 plus c, and 2 is equals to C. Now that we have the value of C, we can come and replace that value here, so that we will have y is equals to 3x plus 2. This is the final answer.